Today, we're gonna build a house in Sims 4, but the challenge is that each room is a different TikTok video. Now, this might be a bad idea. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't think I've seen anybody do this, and maybe there's a reason for it, which I'll find that out today. But for this challenge, I'm gonna go on my phone, on my little TikTok app, and I'm gonna search in the room that we're gonna do. So for example, the living room, and whatever pops up first, we have to recreate for that room. Hope that makes sense? It makes sense in my head. So let's start, shall we? Or we freaking shall. Oh, and side note, just by the way, I'm gonna start posting some TikToks on my TikTok account, and those videos are just gonna be the exact videos that I've done on YouTube, but just in TikTok format. Alright, you're not gonna see anything amazing, you're not gonna see anything new, but that's what I'm gonna do. So if you see a video on my TikTok and you're like, I've seen this before, just smile and nod and pretend that everything is alright, okay? That's what we're gonna do, you and me. But anyways, let's start the challenge. I'm ready for this. Alright, so I'm on TikTok right now, and we are of course gonna start with the exterior of the house. And I'm kind of nervous. I really am. Alright, so let's just type in house exterior. And I think if the image or the video shows a front garden and a back garden, we have to do that too, okay? I think that's a smart move to do. Well, alright, I'm kind of scared, but let's search it up. And oh my, no. That is a mansion. That is not a house, that is a mansion. No, look at the back garden. Look at that. Oh no. Oh, but jeebus me. Okay. I might have made a huge mistake here, but alright, well, I mean, I'm kind of in the shock right now, but we're gonna pull through, guys. We're gonna pull through. Okay, as you can see right here, I just put in some screenshots into my paint pot. It's very Humpty Dumpty, but you know, I was in a panic. I also found this house on another video because the first video didn't show all of it, so I just combined the screenshots, and I'm getting kind of worried. I mean, look at this massive house. We got a very long and big front garden with the freaking fountain, and it looks like they have a roundabout around the fountain. Oh gee. And then the back of the house, I have no idea what's going on with the back of the house. There's so much happening. We got some chimneys, we got a lot of windows, and we got a whole pool. Yeah, we got more over here too. Yeah, that's amazing. We're gonna do that today. But alright, here I am on my big old lot. It is the biggest lot we have in the game. A 64 by 64, and let's hope this is big enough, because otherwise we're gonna have some big problems up in here. But alright, let's start. Well, first of all, let's start with the front house exterior. I think that is the most important part, and maybe the easiest part. I don't know, but we shall start with that. So as you can see, it has some big windows, and the windows are kind of rounded on the top, so we need to find that. I mean, we have the business and hobbies windows, but they're a little bit too wide, aren't they? What else do we have? Life and death, they have some round windows, but I don't know if that's the vibe. Who else has some funky stuff? Discover University. I mean, ooh, those windows are nice. Do they have a big old window? No, not one that's rounded. What about base game? Hello, that's a nice window. Is that in black and white? Oh yes, I do. Very interesting conundrum. Wait, ooh, what about Get Famous? They have some funky windows. They have these ones. I mean, they're a little bit too square, aren't they? Do they have some small windows? No, not the rounded small windows. Oh my gosh, I'm being disappointed left or right here. What about the door? Do we have a good door? What about something like that? Maybe. Okay, we're gonna try with this one. Pop it along here. Then on the second floor, we could maybe go with the Discover University windows. Do they have them in black and white? Yes, they do. Okay, that could be a plan. Yeah. And then let's see. On the end there, they have some round rooms. Oh yikes. That is always nice to see, isn't it? Always nice to see that thing, the round room. So I'm gonna be building that up. Not like that. That was a platform, Nora. What are you doing? Oh no. Alrighty-o. So here's the start of the front of the house right now. You know, we got the door part, we got the windows part, we got the round rooms at the end here. I was kind of confused, but I think I made it in the end. It kind of looks the same, doesn't it? You know, it looks kind of weird right now, but hopefully we're good. Alright, let's try and tackle the back of the house. Because, oh yikes. Alright, so for the back of the house, there's a lot of things happening here. I mean, where do we even start? Okay, so let's start with the middle part first. The middle part with all the windows. So we got 3 floors. And on the bottom, we have 2 windows with a glass sliding door. On the second floor, we got 3 big old windows, and on the third floor, we got 3 big old round windows. Okay, so let's do that. Boom, shamalam. Now, the windows on the third floor is what I'm most worried about, because do we have that sort of window? That is not this one, you know? That's what I'm wondering about. Wait, ooh, we have this window. That kind of looks like it. The thing is in the middle. Hello? Do we have a window that matches in width, though? That is a great question. That is too wide. Definitely too wide. Oh no. What am I gonna do right now? Every single window is too wide. Oh no, it's too wide. What am I supposed to do? Okay, welcome back. Welcome freaking back. I have looked through every single window, and when I mean every single window, I mean every single window, and the conclusion is this window. Now Now, does this window look like the window on the picture? No, it does not. Am I happy? No, I'm not. But every window that has this type of style, they're too wide. And this one is also a little bit too wide, but you can't really notice it. And I think I'm gonna go for that, or else I'm gonna explode. So there we go. And then on the bottom floor, we need a door. A glass sliding door with a black frame. And can Nora find that in this economy? We shall see. I mean, yeah, she found it. Kinda. Do not look at it too much. I'm tired. But moving on. What else do we have? We have the arches on the first floor, which is kind of like an open room, and it kind of goes out a little bit. They're kind of like balconies too, I think. I don't really know what I'm looking at right now. I mean, at some point here, I'm gonna have to call them for like a floor layout plan of this house. I'm not trying to rob you guys. I'm just trying to build a house in The Sims, and I need the floor plans, please. But yeah, I think something like so. Yeah, it looks about right. And then on the second floor, we have some round windows, all hoity-toity up in there. Okay, so the second floor is about here. Right. And then we just need to put in some windows. Ta-ta-ta. Then we do also have a third floor. These are third floor people. They have like a window just thrown about in there. It does kind of look like the window from Lobster, I do gotta say. And then they do also have a little veranda panda moment over there. So for now, I'm just gonna throw in a random door and a round veranda. There we go. Okay. This looks so messy, I do gotta say. Then over there, they have that round room and the thingamajig that goes inwards. The foundation goes inwards. Okay. So if I go something like so. No, that seems wrong. Something like, no. If I go something like so. Ta-ta. No, like that. I mean, it's definitely more round on the picture, but I can't deal with that right now. No, I refuse. So we're gonna have it like that. Then we need a round room. Just a nice old round room over there. And then it looks like they've squeezed in some windows right by the round room and a little veranda panda on the top with 2 round windows. I see how it is. So let's just squeeze in some random windows for now. And then on the second floor, we need a random door and a random veranda. Oh, and then some round windows by the sides there. Okay, so for now, I'm just gonna put up these ones just for now, just a placement holder, because I'm getting confused right now. And then by the side there, they have like a big old window with 2 smaller windows on the side. Okay, I'm just gonna place in this window and just 2 random windows on the sides. Oh yikes, what more do they have? I mean, on the side here, they have another window that's not round, it's a square window, so maybe just this one for now. And then on the side of the house here, they do have a little octagon room moment, so we gotta do that too. And you kind of have already started an octagon room, so that's kind of perfect for us. You can go like so. Bum bum bum. Bam. All right, now we gotta connect up the whole house. Oh yikes. Okay, well that's gonna be a hoot and a half, isn't it? So let's see. On the picture, the house goes in and then out and then in and out and then hoity-toity-toy. Okay, perfect for us. Let's just go. I don't know. We can go like so, maybe. No. Does that seem right? I don't know. That does not seem right. What about the other side? I mean, on the right side of the house, we can see like a little peak of a house right there. So maybe we can go sort of like so, maybe. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know. We need to connect this up somehow. I don't know. All right, welcome back. I have now tried to connect this whole house up, but I now realize that we have 3 floors on the back and 2 floors on the front. And at first I was like, that makes absolutely no sense. What is happening here? And then I realized that this house is a split level house. Yeah. No. So as you can see on this image right here, you know, the terraining goes downwards with the house. And I have no idea how to do that. Split leveling, I need to think. I refuse to do this house all over again. I could put this house on some platforms, and then that's not gonna work in the back, is it? No, it's not. Oh, what am I gonna do? Okay, what if the back has a basement? Then we just remove the roof, the ceiling, I mean. And then that is the first floor instead of this one. And then we just move everything 1 floor down. Could that be an idea? I mean, it could be an idea if this whole backyard is a basement. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Well, alrighty, I made a big old basement and I have taken everything 1 floor down. It was an amazing time that was. Oh la la. And now I just kind of have to figure out how I'm gonna make it like a slopey hill and not just 1 big old pit. But we'll come to that. We'll come to that. I tried to figure something out, but it didn't work. But you know, we'll come to that. But before I forget, we need some freaking fences on these veranda panda moments. What about this one? I mean, yeah, that looks alright, doesn't it? Yeah. We're gonna go for that one. And then for the windows on this round old room, I mean, the windows are kind of modern-like. What can work? Maybe these ones? Oh, they don't really fit, but I don't think we have that much choice, you know? So I'm gonna go with these ones. Sure, that will do for now. And now for the windows and the round rooms on this part. What can we do for that? They're kind of modern, but I think they do have a frame around it, and they have some lines in the middle. Oh my gosh. I mean, we have these ones, but those are teeny tiny, and I have a feeling that's gonna be a bit too much, you know? What are we gonna do? Ooh, okay, hear me out. What if we use these windows? Now, they don't don't really match that much, but they do have a stone frame around it, and they have some lines on the window. And you know, the window on the picture has that too. So we could go for that. But okay, I do now think it's time to put up that frackety roof. And that is something that I'm not excited about, because what is this? But we can start with the hip roof, sort of like so. Oh, that's a beauty. Then we take another hip roof. Oh, this house is not symmetrical at all, is it? No. But I mean, we can get some round roofs on this round part. Maybe that will make a big old change. Ooh, guys, this is a rough build for Nora. I mean, I feel like just everything looks weird right now. Gotta be honest. It looks ridiculous. But alright, here, we at least got a roof now. It's lovely. Do not ask any questions. I mean, don't look at the roof. For the love of God, do not look at the roof. But anyways, something else that we have on this freaking house are those big old pipes that you can see in the front there. And I do believe they are in the back too. Yes, they are. Look at that. Do we have something like that? I mean, we have these chimneys. They kind of look the same, but they are not that tall, so we gotta stack them on top of each other. Just sort of like so. How does that look in the front? Ridiculous. I love it. And then on the front of the house, we do also have two dormers on the side and one in the middle. We gotta do that. We can use these ones without a doubt. Just sort of like so. And then we need one in the middle. So that can be this one. Yeah. That it can indeed be. And then on the house, they do have some sort of column situation, but just in the front. So I'm also going to put that in before I forget, because sometimes I do forget that. That's oh, maybe we should also get in some freezers. Oh, those are massive. And there we go. And now it would be a nice idea to have some wallpaper. Yeah, now. And let's see. This house has some stony stucco moment in like a creamy white. So I gotta find that too. I mean, what about this one? That's a creamy white, stony color. And then, I don't know if you can see this, but on the front part right here, they have some stripes in that stone. And luckily, we also have some stripy stone in the same color. Beautiful. Oh, I really have to work with this house and the landscaping because this is ridiculous. Gee, where am I even gonna start? That is a good question. Where am I gonna start? Well, okay, here's the start of our back. As you can see, all very lovely. I made some few changes in there. You know, I changed up the windows a little bit, put up some lights. But alright, first things first, for this place, we need to put in some flooring. And let's see, on the picture, they have some cream white stone flooring. I mean, what about this one? That's kinda the same, isn't it? We'll look at it again, and this, and look at it again, and this. It's kind of the same. And then as you can see on the house, they have some drain pipes, so we need that too. Here are my drain pipes. Bada bing, bada boom. There up, my pipes. What else do we need to do? I mean, on the picture you can see right here by the fences that they have some freaking, they're not columns, but they're teeny tiny columns. They are the fence columns. And can I find that? Good question indeed. I mean, sort of. These are from Loverstruck, and they're kind of the same vibe. Just sort of like so. Yeah. Kind of looks like the picture, doesn't it? Please say yes, because I'm at my wit's end right now. Okay, now we got that up and popping. Now we need to work on the staircase. The frickety staircase that is right here, people. So okay, we gotta plan this out. The staircase starts right at the column, right there, and it goes up 2 stairs, the long platform. Then it kind of looks like it takes a little turn right there, and then up the hill it goes. Interesting. And then behind that, we have this little grass hill that goes up. And then on the other side of the staircase, we have a huge lengthening moment with some kind of half walls that goes up 1 tile. It goes up 1 tile. Did that make any sense? Yeah, it goes sort of like so, doesn't it? Alright, that's gonna be a fun bushing moment. Let's try to recreate that. Let's get our stairs in. Oh, and then we also need a platform. That's right. I mean, there we go. I made a huge old platform. I'm so confused right now. This is going straight over my head. Oh, and it can't be on the platform, but it can be like so though. That's okay for me. Just put it up like so. And then we can taper it off right about there. Then just raise it up to high heavens. Maybe like so. And then we just keep on going. Alright, I kept on going. Here we are, people. And now we're kind of at the end where it needs to turn. It has a turn indeed, but I don't think I can make that turn. Or I could make that turn, but I think the platform is too short. I know. And we also have 4 stairs. No, that's not gonna work. Well, then we just gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Like so. And we shall pretend that we do not see the turn anymore. Okay? It's gonna be like that. Wonderful. And then right here, that's gonna be our entrance movement. We need to be putting up a fence. And maybe we shall have a door right there. And ta-ta-ta-ta. Okay, so a little movement up here. They can walk in, they can walk out. They can walk all about down here. Good. Now we need to put up our half walls by the staircase. And the planting area was like 2 tiles wide, I hope. And then we just put up some half walls that kind of aligns with the staircase. I mean, yeah, that was a plan indeed. There's my half walls. It's kind of aligned with the stairs. Yeah. Okay, fine by me. And now all we gotta do is fill this thing up with plants. And if we go back to our picture, you can see that they don't have a lot of plants. They mostly have dirt and some plants. But, you know, since we have this problem, I can't put any terrain in here because it is a basement. We just had to fill this up with a lot of plants and pretend that the hill is going upwards, okay? That's the only thing we gotta do. That's the only thing we can do. And that's what Nora gonna do. And I will see you on the other side when I've done that. And it's gonna be lovely. Or in my mind it is lovely, but I don't know if it's gonna be lovely. I don't know. We shall see. And would you look at that? My planting is up. Kinda looks like a little hill, doesn't it? I mean, it looks kind kind of weird right here with the wall and stuff. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do right about there. But right now, I think I am going to put up some little platforms, some reverse platforms right about here. You know, just to make some shapes so it's not so square, so Minecrafty, you know, just kind of like so. And then to make it even more realistic, I'm going to be putting up some grass. Come on, grass moment. Oh, okay, that looks better already. Maybe I can also put in a green platform around it. I mean, everything works in this situation. That looks weird, but I think it can be nice if we put up some plants. So you know what? I am going to do that. I'm going to put up some even more plants all around this place, just to frame it all in. That's going to make Nora happy, because you know me, I love me some good plants. I should start my own garden someday. In real life, it'll be horrible though, because the climate that I live in, it's awful. but you know, maybe one day I'm gonna get a greenhouse. I'm gonna live in a greenhouse. Okay, Nora, stop talking. No. And there we go. My bush is set up. Got my bulbous bush. Got everything. And as you can see, I've tried to like make a little curve, but it's not that noticeable. So I used all that time on nothing, really. It was a good time, honestly. But now, what can we do for this big old hole right here? Because I can't push it in because of this. And you see on the picture, there is something there. Right in that corner, there is something there. But what is that? Ooh, the mystery continues. Oh, here we can see it. So here's a planting area. And then I think we got a little gazebo over there. Can you see that? A gazebo. Alright, so maybe we can make a little gazebo moment over there. I think that's gonna be very lovely for us. But that still doesn't solve our problem though, because we can't have that big of a gazebo. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Maybe I can make some platforms. Everybody loves some platforms. I just go like so. And then just raise them up a little bit. And just make a staircase platform moment. Maybe that can be something. Yeah. Well, okay. I've made some platforms like so, just to mimic a hill going downwards. But it looks very Minecrafty. I mean, look at those edges. We gotta do something about those edges. What can we do to hide that up? Maybe some bushes. Oh, yeah, that can work. If I just take some bushes and then just line them up with the edge, maybe that can work. Okay, let me try that real quick. Let me just try to hide up my freaking edges with my bushes. And I'm also gonna put up some ivy vines on the wall, just to hide that wall up too. And there we go. Made a little moment over here. And it's okay. It isn't my best work, but we have hidden up the edges. That we have. I mean, I wish I could do something about this wall, but we are literally at the end of the lot. So nothing I can do about that, really. Oh, and then we have this part. We have, oh my gosh, we have so much more to do. Oh my gosh. But alright, so what do we have back here? I mean, we have a big old pool. That we indeed do. But in front of the pool, we have some little planting moments with some tall bushes and some not so tall bushes and a big old tree in the middle. And then on the side of the pool, we have some lounges over there. And then we have some sitting chairs over there. That's all I can see right now. So right. I need to put in my pool. And I do believe that the pool has to be back here. Just because we have some space issues, okay? Just because of that. I know that on the picture, there was like a whole gazebo moment right here, but I mean, we don't have space for that. So the pool's gonna be there. And then we have some dirt patches right in front of there. Then in those dirt patches, we do indeed have our planting moment that we saw in the picture. Kinda like so. I mean, our trees look kinda dead, but they did look dead on the picture too. So just for the realism, people. And then, oh, our gazebo moment that was gonna be over here. I almost forgot about the gazebo. The pergola, I mean. The whatever. Do we have that? I mean, again, I would make that myself, but I can't really make that myself because we're in the basement and I need a roof for that, and that does not seem like fun right now. So I'm just gonna put in this one. And what can we have in that little pergola? We could maybe have a little bar moment, and maybe even a grill moment over there. I mean, with the sink and everything. Oh my gosh. And then by the pool area, we did indeed have some couches and a little table in the middle and some little chairs. And then on the other side of the pool, we did have some blue lounges with a table in the middle. There you go. Hope you're very welcome. I hope you're very happy. I mean, I am welcome. Somebody's welcome. I don't know anymore. And now I think we're gonna skedaddle on to the veranda moments, because that's the easiest thing I can do right now. I need a break from the platforms. But in those little holes with the arches, I can spot some chairs in there. And then on top here, we also have a table with maybe some chairs. I mean, I can't see them, but I think they would be there. It would be weird to have a table without some chairs, you know. So let's see. I'm just gonna put up some chairs in there with a basic black table. And maybe we can have a chair over there too. I don't know. And then on this side, we're just gonna have the same table with these types of chairs. Oh my gosh, I placed them correct. No, incorrect. And the matching couch. Boom. And then on the second floor, we can also have some of these couches with a good old table in the middle. And a teeny tiny plant. Sure. Very funky indeed. Very easy breezy. I might come back to that. Who knows if I will. But now, we're gonna start on this part of the build. And oh my gosh, good luck to me. Because if we have a look at the picture, you know, we got a little hill that's going down. Got some bushes. And we also got a little pathway up to a little pergola moment with a fireplace. You know, so we gotta do some shenanigans. Some real shenanigans. So I am thinking that if we first of all make a pathway up to the pergola, and the pergola can be somewhere around there, so we gotta make a pathway. But we gotta make this pathway into a staircase shenanigan, because, you know, problems all around. So I am just thinking away that maybe if the pathway starts around here, and then we just need to make some staircases. So let's do that. Gonna be a hoot and a half, guys. I promise you. Or you know what? I don't know if it's gonna be a hoot and a half, but it's at least gonna be a tall staircase. That's what it's gonna be. But alrighty, yo. It's a very long staircase. I mean, it's something. And at the end here, yes, I did have to put up some staircases. And I kind of do wish that I could put up the staircase in the middle, but that causes problems. So I didn't do that. It looks weird, but here we are. And now I need to make some platforms to mimic what I did over here with my amazing ideas. So I just need to divide them all up, maybe into 2 parts. I'm like so. Then I need to raise them up. Raise up, go. Raise up. There we go. Then we can also have some raised parts in here too. I just need to figure out how I'm going to do that. Or how am I going to do that? Oh, what a conundrum. I don't even know how to do that. I need to figure something out. Oh no. Hold on. I'm confused right now. But maybe my confusion is going to bring me closer to the truth, you guys. Maybe. I don't think so. We can at least have hope. Well, alrighty-o. Here's the platforms. And oh my gosh, you have no idea how long this took me. Way longer than I needed to, because I was so confused on where the platforms were going to be and where it was going to end. And I was all over the place. But here it is. It kind of looks like a Minecraft landscaping. I've made Minecraft. Next video, I made Minecraft in The Sims. Well, guess what? I've already done it. But yeah, made some different heights on the platforms. Made it kind of look like grass. It's wonderful. I'm so happy. And now let's have a little look at the picture again. And it is, as you can see on the side here, we have a long bushing moment. So I think we gotta do that too. So I'm gonna take my bulbous bush and I'm gonna start the bushing right about here, maybe. And then just hope it goes downward smoothly. Oh my gosh. I need my tool mod for this. Okay, well, let's see how that goes. Hopefully we'll go good. I gotta get my tool mod. I gotta get everything popping on. And we gotta place these bushes up. That's what we gotta do. But alrighty, yo. My bushing is up. Got my plants over there. And I also got my long hedge. And it's kinda working. I mean, I've been noodling around with it for a while now. That's the best I can do for now. And now I gotta put my sweet old hedge rows up to just hide up the edges so they're not so sharp and Minecraft-y, you know? Yeah, gotta do that. But alright, I put them up. My bushes hidden up the freaking edges. As you can see, so lovely. Ooh, but alright, I've decided that right here, I'm gonna have the same bush moment as I had right here, just for the keys in this, people. Gonna make a messy little moment. And I'm also gonna put up some vines in the back there, just to cover that wall up, really. That's my plan. All around this place. Oh. And I mean, that's beautiful, isn't it? Very messy moment. I've hidden up the wall, hidden up everything. Hopefully do. Alright, now for the pergola moment. So as you can see in the picture right here, there's a stony moment with the fireplace and the columns and the pergola roof. I mean, that seems good for us. Let's put up a platform. And I think I'm gonna have a little half-wall trim around this place so people don't fall out, you know. I mean, that's something we wouldn't like to happen. Not in this place. That's gonna be expensive. They're gonna sue us all. Right, and then for the pergola roof, and I think for that roof, they only have the straight lines. They don't have the freaking, I was gonna say tic-tac-toe. That is not in any way, shape, or form correct. They don't have the squares. They don't have a chicken pattern. They only have long rectangle pattern. So let's put that up for them. It's been a long day, guys. And then we need a little fire grill in there. So maybe actually this table that has a fire grill on it, that's good enough for me. Then we need some chairs around there. And we can go for these good old chairs. Sha. Put them up on there. And then some little bushing in the back for the ambiances. And there we go. Our little old pergola moment. You really couldn't have asked for more. No. And oh me oh my, look at this place. That's insane. Now we gotta begin with the front. Oh no. Alright, we have the whole front to do. I forgot about that. And for the front part of the house, the first thing we gotta do is build a little garage. Because if you can see right here, there is a little garagey housey. And I think it is connected up with the house as well. And I do believe it is garage, because what else would it be, you know? But yeah, we need to build that, and that's gonna be fun for us. So let's see, how are we gonna connect that to the house though? Because we have, you know, a round old room right there, so we can't do everything. But I think if we just make, oh no, a box right there, and then somehow we connect it up. Oh no. Oh, it's because it needs to be on the platform. That's right. And if you didn't know, I put this house on the platform, and that was a scary moment for me, but I did it. There you go. Maybe? Hold on. Okay, if we go like that, and then we just put a garage door on there. This one, I do believe. And also some good old windows, and a nice old roof with a teeny tiny dormer. And then, sure, we have a garage. I mean, oh no. Do not look at it from the back. We shall not talk about that. But from here, it looks horrible, doesn't it? But alright, for the other parts, what can we do for the other parts? Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you this. I put the door on the inside part right here, and then put a big old archway up in there with a platform shenanigan. I forgot to tell about that because, you know, I was on the roll and I didn't record it. But there we go. I think we need some stairs so they can get into this place. Then I do believe that they had some of this too. Hold on. I mean, yeah, they did have some of that too, so that's good. And now onto the real scary part, people. The front of the garden. Oh, yikes. Okay, so in the back here, they have some hedges, and it looks like they're very square hedges. And then they have some whatever that is in the back there. It looks very dry and looks like grass. Nice. And then in the front here, we have a round old fountain with some bushing around it. And then we have a big old roundabout. Amazing. Well, let's try that. So I think for now, I'm just gonna put up some bushes right here so we know what the edge of the freaking roundabout is gonna be. So there you go, there you go. And now we need to find a fountain. And I think that this fountain will do. Yeah. And then let's see. We need some white stone on each side of the fountain with some round old bushes around the fountain just to frame it all in. Our good old fountain. And then we need to make the roundabout around the fountain. Okay, so we got a circle and some lines sticking out. And then another circle. I do believe. Alright, let's try that. It's not easy to make a round pattern in Sims without using the round wall shenanigan, which I'm not gonna do today. No. But you know, I think that this is the start of a circle. Beautiful. And then we just gotta make our big old circle. Oh no, it's gonna take all day. But I'm gonna make a big old circle here. And you know what? The circle is coming along nicely. I must say, it's on its way. Hey ho, there she blows. Boom. I mean, it isn't a round circle, but it is a circle at least. Yeah. And oh yikes. I found another picture of the house, and it's now I do realize that the outer circle is not a circle. It's a freaking rectangle. No. I have used so much time on that freaking circle. Are you kidding me? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna get rid of that outer circle because I've used so much time on it. I'm instead just gonna make a rectangle around it. And oh my gosh. I should have kind of seen that it was a rectangle and not a circle on the out. Oh, whatever. What freaking ever. Here's my rectangle circle. Oh gee, no, I ruined it. Here's my rectangle circle. It's beautiful. But it's done now. I've done it. Amazing. But okay, let's put up the rest of our bushes, and it's gonna be around this whole lot, around every rectangle corner and nook and cranny. It's gonna be a bush. And I'm also gonna put up the bushes in the back too, the dead old bushes, grass bushes, whatever it was. And I will see you when I've done that. Hopefully I will see you, and hopefully I will not have crashed out from this. And there we go. I put up my square old bushes, tucked it all in there. And I've also done the messy garden in the background here. I mean, it's kind of messy, kind of ugly, but that's what they had. And now we need to put up a big old fence, because at the edge of their lot, you know, they have a big old gate door. That's kind of black. That's kind of black. I mean, it is black. And the fence is like stone white, so we're gonna be doing that. Alrighty, so I think we can just put up this fence. I mean, it's very tall. It's stone. Fine for me. And then for the fence, ooh, I kind of want to use this fence. That's kind of cool. Let's put it in the middle. And that's right. It can't go in the middle. No. Well, then I gotta do my shenanigan trick over here. I have to put up my fence like so, and then just squeeze this gate in the middle right there. Then we have some holes, but don't you worry, because I'm gonna put up some debug columns on the side, like so. And now we have a fence. And I'm also gonna squeeze in a little mailbox right there. They didn't have that on the picture, but everybody needs a mailbox. And then I do believe I'm gonna put up some cute old little bushes just around the fence to hide up the ugliness, really. And hopefully we will be done with the exterior and the landscaping soon. Because oh my gosh, I've used so much time on this. And ta-ta, the bushes are up. And then I think I want the fence to go a little bit up, but not all the way up, but something like so. For some reason I want that. And then as you can see on the picture right here, we have a lot of trees around the whole lot. So I am also gonna put up a lot of trees around this lot. Pack it all in with my trees and make a little forest. Not a big forest, but a little forest. Let's do that. And there we go. Look at this. I put up my whole forest. I said it was gonna be a teeny tiny forest, and it is a teeny tiny forest. You know. We got some stones, we got some grass all around this place. Boopity-bum. My teeny tiny forest. And now the landscaping and the exterior is finally done, people. And oh my golly golly me, this place is massive. Look at this. Holy shibboleth. Look at the backside. I mean, what? It's too much for me. I'm impressed by myself. Why did I do this? Really, why did I do this? Don't know, but I did it. And now we got the wonderful job of furnishing and decorating this house. Oh my gosh, the basement as a disaster. But yeah, here it is. And I must say, it kind of looks like the house on the reference video. You know, kind of looks like it. Beautiful. Okay, and now we're gonna move on inside, and yikes me, we are gonna begin with the entryway. So let me just pop onto TikTok for that one. And okie dokie, let's type in entryway. And oh, okay. Pop hype entryway essentials. I mean, first of all, this is a teeny tiny entrance for our mansion of a house. But alright. So first things first, we have a staircase right in that corner. It goes from here and then it ends up there. So we need to curve that way. And it's right by a door, and we do not know what that is. And then we got a mirror and a little stool over there. Beautiful. Let's put up a staircase. And then I think the staircase has to be kind of like there. Sort of like that, it seems like. And then for the wallpaper and flooring, I mean, he has this type of flooring, doesn't he? And then he has some gray old wallpaper. Maybe I can get this one. I don't know. And then he has like a door over there. And then his little stool that goes right there with a good old mirror. I mean, it kind of looks like this mirror, but his mirror is a lot bigger. So maybe we can put up 2 mirrors. Shabalim, shabalom. And he also has a plant on his mirror, so we can put up this one. And then I have no idea what he has on his little stool. It looks like a purse, maybe. But I'm gonna put up this vase. It kind of looks like that. And then underneath that little stool, he has a little basket and a lamp, a round IKEA lamp. So you're gonna get that one. And then I think he also has some light switches by the door. So there we go. And then for the front door rug, I mean, what color is that? It's kind of like green, gray, maybe like that. I mean, his rug is a lot smaller, but look at our door. It's massive. It's massive. So there you go. And then on the other side, he has a shoe locker. And then above the shoe locker, he has a shelf, which is kind of behind. It's not like right over. It's a little bit pushed back. And he got some books in there and some plants. And then he has a huge old pillar. Funky. We're gonna do that. Alrighty, so can I find a locker? Can I? I mean, we have this one. I can't find anything that matches better than this one. So what if I just have 2 of them right there? Then I just use my tool mod to just sink it into the ground. Kind of like so. Maybe. Or maybe just one of them. No, that's gonna take up too little space. And we have a huge mansion to fill. I'm gonna have 2 of them. And I'm also just gonna put my little Nicky Knacks on there. Just what he had. And he had a phone cleaner on his little locker. So you're gonna get a speaker instead. And then he did indeed have a pillar. So I'm gonna give him that. There you go. And then his shelves. Let's see if I can do that. I just need to push it forward with tool mod. Just kind of like so. And my stuff is floating. Oh my gosh, what happened? Oh, there you go. There you go. I fixed it all up again. And then for the rest of the room that I can't really see. I mean, in the corner of the photo, you can see some mess. So maybe I can put up some shoes. I know that he has a shoe locker, but I'm betting he has some more shoes that he hasn't cleaned away. And we can also put up some bags and that mail thingy and maybe a picture over there too. Sure. And then over in this corner, we can also have a chair with a lamp and a good old plant in that corner. And then we kind of need a way out of this entryway. So I'm thinking that the archway can be right about there. Bada bing, bada boom. And that was indeed the whole entryway. Got a little moment over here, moment over there, moment everywhere. I'm happy. Alright, what are we gonna move on to now? I think we're gonna move on to the hallway. Yes, we're gonna have another hallway because look at this house. We need a hallway to get to the different places of the house. So we need a big old hallway. So let's search for that. And you know what I'm gonna search up? I'm gonna search up mansion hallway because we need a big hallway. And but ooh, we got a hole for the King Mansion house. Are they gonna show the hallway? If they do not show the hallway, it's not gonna be anything. But okay, they show the hallway. There it is. And it's so majestic. Oh my gosh. But okay, so we got our big old hallway. And I think instead of the hallway going this way, I'm gonna have the hallway be this way instead. Because nobody said that we couldn't do that. What if I just line it up like so? And then we have our front door out here. And that will lead to something else. Okay, what if we do that? Because we kind of need that for this house. I think that is the plan. Okay, so first of all, the wallpaper and flooring. They have some plain old white paint on the walls. And some kinda old, but still pretty nice flooring. So let's see. I mean, for the wallpaper, we can go for this one. Nice and easy breezy. And then for the flooring, I mean, we could go for this one, I do believe. And then for our front door, people, I think we can go for this one. And I'm also gonna spice it up with some columns. There we go. And then I do believe that right by the front door, they have like a wicker basket. So what if we put up this one? A little picnic basket, I mean, sure. And then right by that, they had a table, so we can go with that one. And the grand old mirror, we can go with this one. And an old-timey lamp, sure. And then on the other side, I can spot a little backpack. So there you go. And then we can have some more purses on the wall, sure. Just for the fun of it. And then they do have a neon sign on the wall, so I need to find that. I mean, we can have this one. I don't know why they have that, but they do have that. And also a grand old lamp in the ceiling. There you go. There you go. They also have a grand old entryway, an archway. So there you go. And I'm gonna spice it up with some columns. And then on the side, right by the archway, they have some doors, and it kind of looks like double doors. So I'm gonna put that up. And then in the background, I don't know if you can see this, but in the background right here, they have a table with some mirrors and a moose on the wall. Yikes. And it also looks like they have some plants on the table. Okay, we're gonna do that. Jeebly. So I think we can put up this table and just put up 2 of them because their table was kind of long. So you know. Okay, what are we gonna do for the big old moose that was on the wall? I mean, we can hang up this one. Sure. That is terrifying. But alright, we're gonna have that. Beautiful moment that is. And then in the background, it does kind of look like they have a chair. So I'm just going to put up that chair. I don't know if it is a chair, but I hope it is because I put it up now. And then I do believe that we have some more arches on this side. I think, yeah. And that was indeed our grand old hallway. Oh my, they don't really have that much stuff in there, but here you go. What a wonderful moment that was. Okay, let's move on to another room. And I think we're gonna move on to the kitchen. So let's search for that on the TikTok kitchen. And oh, that is a lovely kitchen. That's gonna be wonderful. I just need to figure out where the kitchen is gonna be. I mean, I think the kitchen can be right about here if we just make a wall. I mean, yeah, that can work. Right here. What do we got for this kitchen? I mean, we got a sage green kitchen for starters. It's kind of modern, but kind of not. We got some cabinet shenanigans over there. Then we got a shelf. Then we have a stove, a kitchen island with a sink, and a lot of knickety-knacks. All right, let's make it happen. And let's put up the flooring first. I mean, their flooring is kind of like chevron flooring, but the chevron flooring we have doesn't really match the vibe, so I think I'm gonna go for this one, even though it's not really chevron, kind of like crisscross chevron, but it is kind of that vibe they have. Yeah. And then some white old wallpaper, just sort of like so. And then for the counters, we need to find some sage green, ash green counters, something. Can we do that? I mean, the closest match to this is this one, for real skis, but it's very modern, but I think we shall live. Oh, and what about the cabinets? Lee said that they have some good cabinets. What are they? Not really what I wanted. They're very modern, but we shall take it. We shall go for that, and we shall not be sad. Then we did have a big old stove, and I think it needs to be 2 tiles. They said they get it thankety. And they have like a built-in stove, so I think you gotta do the same, even though it doesn't really work. But there you go. Our stove is up. And then above the counters, they have some shelves. Beautiful. Ooh, and then above the shelves, they also have some lights, so I'm gonna be putting these up. Doesn't really match, but that's all I could find. And now for the big moment, people. We needs to be putting up our knickety-knacks. And for the knickety-knacks, I mean, they have a lot of stuff. They have some plants, they have some books, they have a mortar, they have some towels, they have some plants, they have cutting boards. Oh my, they have a lot of stuff. And there we go, there we go. I put up the knickety-knacks, and it does kind of look the same, doesn't it? Beautiful, beautiful. I like it. I really like it. It has some good vibes. It does. Alright, and then they do also have a kitchen island, so I'm gonna be plopping that down right about here, and a sink in the middle. Ooh, and of course some bar chairs. I almost forgot about that. That would have been horrible. What did I have on there? A little plant and 2 bottles of soap, actually, and maybe some pots over there with another plant. Yeah, okay. And then over the kitchen island, they have some pendulum lights. But they have some lights. There we go. And I don't know if you can see this, but they have a little basket on the side right there. That is on a little clothing hook. No, a curtain rod, a normal rod. So let's see if we can recreate that somehow. Ooh, okay, we have this wicker hamper right here from the new kit. So just size that down and hang it right there. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then also just place down my curtain rod like so. We got a moment up in there. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. And now we kind of did a fridge. And in all the videos she has shown of her kitchen, she has not shown the fridge. So I just gotta make a little creative choice here, and I'm gonna put the fridges right here with some extra cabinets on top, like so. Well, like so actually. That looks better. Sure. And then on the other side of the kitchen, we can see her table and her doggy in the corner right there. But the table, it has some kinda outwardsy legs, kinda farm-ish, kinda not. Got some farm chairs and a bench. Okay, so let's see what table could be good for that. Maybe this table. I mean, the legs of it isn't black, but it is kind of that style, and it has a white top, so I'll allow it. And then we can have these chairs. They look pretty similar. And for the bench, we can go with this one. Doesn't really match at all, but you got the legs. And for the rug situation, you can get this rug. Beautiful. And then she does have a plant in the background right there. So boom shamalam, there you go. Your own plant. And we can't really see the wall behind the dining table, so I just have to make it up my own. Make my own frick wall. And you're also gonna get a trash bin. Boom. And actually, since she has a dog, I'm also gonna give her some dog bowls. Don't want to leave the dog out. No. And right here, you're gonna get a little picture collage wall. Shumalam. And then this wall, you're just gonna get a light, because I do not know if this room is gonna connect to something else. We shall see. But for right now, it's gonna be like that. And that was the kitchen. Look at it. Oh my gosh, I actually love it so much. Look at all the little knickety-knacks over there. Oh, and the rug I put up there. Do not ask questions about that. I was trying to hide it. But in the picture, she did kind of have that situation going on. So you know, I had to do the same. And no curtains, because she had no curtains. And that's it. That's the kitchen. And I am so tired right now. Oh my gosh, what a day it has been. Well, hello there. It is in fact the next day. Indeed, it is. The exterior and the landscaping yesterday took such a long time that when I started on the kitchen, it was just so late, and I really just had to end it for the day. So it's the next day. We're on a poppin'. We're gonna continue on, and we're in fact gonna begin with the living room. So let's go on TikTok for that. Living room. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, Ooh. I mean, it's definitely a normal size living room, but it's very lovely. Okay, we can do that. Wow. And I am kind of thinking that the living room can be somewhere around here because we need a window on one of the sides at least. Alright, so what do we actually see on this picture? I mean, we got a big old couch with a pull-out part. That's not what it's called, but that's what I'm gonna call it. And then we have a funky coffee table over there. And then, we have a cool old little table back there. And a guitar on the wall. And I think there is like some sort of closet back there. And then we have some shelves up there. Ooh. And then in the corner, we have a cool old fuzzy chair with a little stool and a plant. And a cute old dog. And a dog bed with a fluffy little rug. And a big old rug. It takes up a lot of space. Okay. And then we have a magazine rack by the couch with a big old plant. And the plant is on a little stool. Oh, and then we have a lamp over there with a mirror. They have a lot of stuff in this living room. Okay, let's try to recreate it, shall we? Oh, we shall, people. Alright, so first off, the wallpaper on flooring. And the wallpaper is, I mean, it is white, isn't it? With a little trim on the top and on the bottom. And the flooring is just normal with flooring, isn't it? Yeah. So we're gonna go for that. Lino walls and flooring. Very nice. Okay, let's start with the couch first. We need a green old couch with a pull-out part. Ooh, I mean, we could go for these couches. They're a little bit too light, aren't they? And I don't want to go for that couch. What if we go with this couch right here? And then we use these poofs, groovy poofs, and make our own little part that sticks out. Just kind of like so. And yes, I know that you can see the freaking lines and edges, but we can hide that up with some pillows. Nobody's. You can't see it. If you think you can see it, you can't see it. And then we need a little coffee table. And the coffee table is like that. So it's kind of round with a part in the middle. Ooh, can we find that? I mean, we have this coffee table from the Kitsch Kit, and I know it isn't exactly the same, but it got some of the parts that we want. So on you pop. And I'm also going to put up some little knickety-knacks on there. Beautiful. And then for the rug. I mean, they have a big old rug. It's kind of gray, kind of white. Do we have something like that? I mean, we have this carpet, but no. Oh. Okay, I have looked for a frickety long time now, trying to find the right pattern, and I can't find it. So it's just going to be like this, and we will ask no questions, please. No. But on the side here, I'm going to put up a little stool and a plant on that, and we can forget about the magazine rack. And I'm going to put up some poofs right here, just to hide up the edges of the carpet a little bit, okay? Just hide it up. And then on the other side here, we have the little funky old lamp, so you're gonna get this one. And then above the couch, they have some shelves, so I'm gonna be putting that up too. Something kinda like so. And on those shelves, they had some records. And we don't really have records in The Sims. So what if we use these ones, and then we just use T.O.O.L to do some shenanigans over here, and we will get this stuff. It kinda looks like records. If you just squint your eyes and zoom all the way out, kinda looks like records up there, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, I did the best that I could. But anywho, so I'm also gonna put the rest of the knickknacks on those shelves. There we go. And then we need a little round mirror right there. And the selection is not that good because the mirror needs to be teeny tiny, people. So I think we could just go for that mirror right there and just pretend that everything is alright. Sure. But alright, on the other side of the room, they had a cozy old fuzzy chair. And I don't think we have a fuzzy chair. A real old fuzzy chair. I mean, we have this one, but it's not really that fuzzy. But you know what? We are gonna go for that, okay? I know it doesn't look the same, but it is fuzzy. That's all we got. And a green old poof. And a dog bed. And a little basket on the side there because they had that. So I need to do the same. Oh, and this rug. How could I forget? I can't eat. There we go. And then by this wall, they had that little table thingy back there. Kind of slim and short. So what about these ones? If we just stack them together. Kind of sort of like so, you know? And then on that, what do they have on that? Hold on. On that table, they have a little record player like that. With some speakers, a round old lamp, and a big old plant. And a window. Oh my gosh. That's gonna be a problem because we can't put up a window right there. That's gonna be weird. So we can put up a record player somehow that's like that. Because what if we take this one and then just scooch it all over there and lower it down with T.O.O.L and it becomes kind of like so. And then we put up a funky old round lamp with the speakers on the side right there. I mean, that kind of looks like the picture, doesn't it? I think so. I'm happy with that. But now for the window part. I mean, we can't put up a window. That's just not gonna work. Look at that. So what if we just put up a big old painting right there with some curtains and we will just pretend that everything is alright, people, okay? That is beautiful. That is a window. I love it. Moving on. Oh, and then the guitar on the wall. How can I forget? There we go. And then besides there, we had a closet. So there we go. And then right here, we can see that they have a bookshelf with these closet drawers in the bottom. Okay, so we gotta make that too. Okay, so I think for the bottom, we can use these ones. And then we can just place on some bookshelves on top. I mean, the colors doesn't match, but we can pretend that that is sun damage or something. Oh, and then we need to put up some curtains with these windows. And bada bing, bada boom. The living room is not done yet. Hold on. I am just gonna put up a painting right there because on this side of the living room, we can't see anything. So I can do whatever I want. And then an archway would have been good so we can actually get into this room. And then maybe a little light bulb. And that was indeed the living room, people. It's kind of cute. I like it. I like the couch movement, the shelves on there. And the fake window that we got, you know, what a moment. All right, let's move on to the next room. And what is that gonna be? Maybe a bathroom? That would have been great to have a bathroom in this big old mansion house. Well, to TikTok we go. We're gonna search up bathroom. Ooh. Okay, so that's the inspiration from Pinterest. We can't do that one. And that's what they created. All right, that's the bathroom we're gonna do. I mean, that's a nice old bathroom. They don't have lots of stuff in there, but they have the essentials. I'm happy. All right, so what do we see in this bathroom? I mean, we got a bathtub over there with a gold old fancy shower. And the bathtub and the shower is on a little platform. Then we got a toilet over there. And we got a sink. And then we got a window and a radiator over here. Ooh. And then on the other side of the bathroom, we can see that they have some lights, but they have no mirror, people. No mirror. So I'm guessing they're not done with the bathroom yet, or at least I hope. But we shall survive, people. But alright, for the wallpaper, I mean, they have some big old tiles on the bottom and some blue tiles on the top. Interesting. I don't know if you have that. And then the bathroom tiles are just big old white tiles. Okay. Wallpaper. I mean, I can't really find a wallpaper where the tiles is on the top, but we do have this one. And again, the small tiles are not on top. So we just have to live with that. I'm gonna go with that. And then for the flooring, we can use this one. Sure, works for me. Oh, and then we need to make a little platform right about there. I was not supposed to use a wall, but whatever, it's gonna be like that. And then we need to put in our freaking bathtub first. And I think, ooh, we can use this new bathtub from the new kit. I mean, that fits in right about well. And then for the shower, I mean, we can use the new shower as well, because why not? And then we need a big old shower glass. Big old shower glass wall. And I know that the new kit comes with a pretty fancy shower glass wall like this one. That kind of match the photo, but, you know, our walls are pretty big, they're pretty long, so we just have to go with the window instead. You know, it isn't as cool, but we kind of have to do that. And I'm also gonna give them some shower stuff, even though they don't have that. I'm gonna be nice and give them that. And then for the sink movement, and I mean, they had a sink that popped up from the counter, but they also had a sink that did not touch the floor. What a conundrum. So, ooh, what am I gonna do? What if you use this sink and then just hide it up with these ones, the cabinets? Are you sure? It isn't really ideal, but there you go. And no mirror, so you're not gonna get a mirror. And then on the other side, we had a radiator, and we also had a window, but again, we can't really put in a window, so we just have to put in a painting instead and hope for the best. And no curtains either, so there you go. Oh, and then I need to put in the toilet, and I'm gonna give them a toilet brush and some toilet paper. We can't really see it on the picture, but I hope they have that. And then for the rest of the bathroom that we can't really see, I'm just gonna put in a plant in that corner with a towel rack over there, because that is kind of important to have. And maybe they want a little painting of a cat, a painted skull even. There you go. And that was indeed a bathroom. Wow, it's very empty, but it kind of looks like the same that's on the picture, so I'm not mad. All right, let's move on to the next room, which is going to be the primary bedroom, because I think that's important to have a primary bedroom in this house. And where is that gonna be? I don't know. Maybe here, who knows? But all right, let's go on TikTok and let's search in primary bedroom. Oh, okay, that's nice. Oh, they're showing different bedspreads or different something is changing. I think the bedspread, but that's a pretty nice bedroom. So the bed, it's kind of wicker like, and the bedding is kind of green. I mean, the bedding changes color apparently. They've had a lot of beddings in 2024, which I kind of find funny, because when have I ever changed my bedding? Except for when I'm washing it though. But I've never changed my bedding. When was the last time I did that? Like changed out the pillows, got a new color? Maybe like in 2014. I don't know. That's been a long time. Oh, that's kind of sad. But okay, we have the wicker light bed. Then we have some bedside tables and a round old chunky lamp over there. Then we got two lamps over there and a little old picture with some curtains. And then we got some Christmas trees, but I don't know if I'm gonna have that, because I don't have that on all the pictures, you know, but I'm gonna think about it. So let's start off with the bed. Can we find a wicker bed? Do we have a wicker bed? I don't really think so. I mean, we have this one that's kind of linen and it's kind of round too. Their bed is square. What about, ooh, I mean, it isn't wicker, but it's kind of, maybe we shall go for that. I know it isn't the same at all, but here we are. Then for the bedside tables, I mean, we could go for these ones. They're kind of spindly. It has a drawer, sure, and then a good old chunky lamp on each side. There we go. And then for the lights that they had above the bed and a little picture in the middle. Oh, and then on this picture, you can see that they have like a little spindly chandelier light. We're gonna give them that. And also, oh, they have some pictures in the back. Ah, all in the formation row. And they also have a carpet. Look at that carpet. Can we find that carpet? Interesting. But here's your spindly little light. There we go. And then for the rug, I'm just gonna go with this rug. I've been looking at rugs for a hot minute now, and nothing really seems to match, but I'm just gonna go for that because it was a little bit of blue in it and a little bit of yellow, orangey-ish. It's kind of old, but I'm gonna go for that. That's close enough for me. And then I'm gonna put up big curtains, and they had some white curtains, but they also had some black curtain rods, so I'm gonna give them that too. Boom. And then for the pictures on the wall, you're gonna get these in some different shades though. First, there we go. Boom, shamanam. And then we can't really see the rest of the bedroom, so I have my creative liberties to do some shenanigans. So I'm gonna put some chairs in that corner with a little round table and a plant, and maybe also a funky lamp. Sure, why not? And then I have decided that they're gonna have a cat too. So boom, shabalam, cat tree you go. And maybe a mirror. Yeah, they need a mirror. And I think for this primary bedroom, we are gonna have an ensuite bathroom and a walk-in closet. And I don't really know where the walk-in closet and the ensuite bathroom is gonna be. So I'm just gonna leave an empty space right here and also leave empty space right here. You know, gotta make sure to have rooms. What? No, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But alright, well, that was the primary bedroom. It doesn't really look the same, but I tried my best. The vibes are kind of the same though. And I think it will look better when we get in the other doors and stuff, because right now it looks kind of empty. So we are gonna move on to the ensuite bathroom right now so we can fill up this space. So on to TikTok we go, ensuite, and let's go. And oh, okay, a little simple, nice ensuite bathroom. Alright. So one side of the bathroom, we got this glass shower with the glass doors, and the bottom of the shower is kind of like ceramic shower tiles. You know, the bottom of the shower has that thingy thing. Perfect sentence by Nora. Then we got a toilet over here with kind of like a built-in wall and a plant over there. And then the tiles, they're just normal big tiles, aren't they? Beautiful. Let's do our bathroom. Okay, the tiles first. We're just gonna go with these ones for the walls, and then those tiles for the flooring. Let's put in the shower. And we can actually just go for the shower, because why not? It's nice and it's new. And now we can finally put up the new shower walls. And I'm gonna put one up there and one up here. I mean, they have a teeny tiny one. I don't think we can do that because that's gonna go through the wall. Oh, well, I mean, it could be like so then. And then the bottles in the shower, boom, shamalam. And then for the flooring, I have no idea what to do for the flooring because of the tiles. You know, it's gonna go over the shower glass. I mean, we do not want it. What are we gonna do? Maybe I can put up the rectangle, the stone carpets. I mean, it isn't ideal, but that's what we got right now. So there we go. And then for the toilet, we can go for this one. And then I am indeed gonna put my Nikki next on the toilet. Oh, and the toilet paper, that needs to be here. That's kind of far from the toilet, but whatever. It's there now. And then for the other side of the bathroom, we got a window over here. The little plant. I don't know if we can have a window because, you know, it's in the middle of the house. So, you know, we also got a mirror that's kind of old-timey-ish. No, it's traditional. Then we got a sink that pops out of the counter. And then we got a little towel rack over here. Alright. So for the sink, I do think we can just go for this one. You know, the sink is popping out. It's black. And then for the mirror, I think we just have to go for this one. I couldn't find a better one, so that it is. And then for the towel rack movement, I mean, they have like a metal ladder thingy that's probably heated, but we don't really have that. So what if I just combine this wooden one with the metal one and everything will be alright? Oh gee. And then for the window part, I mean, what if we just have a shelf, and on that shelf we're gonna have a plant? Oh, and they also have some candles. Okay, you can't really see it on the picture, but they have some candles. And then instead of the window, we're gonna have a painting and pretend that is the window. Absolutely majestic ensuite bathroom, I do have to say. Wow. Okay, let's move on to the walk-in closet. And I'm just gonna type in small walk-in closet because we don't have the biggest space. I know that's weird to say in this big old mansion, but walk-in closets can be massive, okay? So, small walk-in closet. Wait, okay, that's kind of fancy. Hello, pocket door. I mean, they didn't really show the actual walk-in closet though. We just got a little hint of it. Okay, well, so this is what we can really see from the walk-in closet. Very blurry picture, but it looks like they have, you know, some built-in wardrobes, those custom IKEA ones. That's the only reference I have. And then we have like a wall in between them, which is like flush with the closet. And then I think we have a window over here, or maybe a door, but I'm gonna pretend that that is a window. And then we have a light up there. Good. And that's all we can see, really. So that's fantastic. But now for the biggest question of all, where is the walk-in closet gonna be? I mean, I think maybe it can be around here, but the walk-in closet isn't that long, so we could have like a little moment in here, maybe. Yeah, I think we have to have that because right now there's no way out of the freaking bedroom. Okay, so before I start with anything in the freaking walk-in closet, it did have that sliding door that they absolutely love, the pocket door. Do we have that? I mean, I'm guessing not. And it's also a one-tile door, not a two-tile door. Keep that in mind. I mean, we have this one. The barn door, the horse barn door. I mean, do we have anything better than that? We have this one. But that isn't as cool as the horse door. You know what? I like the horse door. They're gonna get that. They wanted a sliding door. There you go. Then I'm also gonna put in this window right here because they have that in the little blurry picture we can see right there in the corner. But alright, for the closets themselves, we need to go into Dream Home Decorator. And let's see. On the bottom, they had some drawers. Now they're gonna be 2 tiles wide or 3. I mean, they can be 2.5. There we go. Then we need a little place to hang your clothes. There you go. Or actually, on the bottom, we can have some shelves like that. And then put that on the top. And then we're gonna have these ones on there and a little one on there. Ta-ta, ta-ta. Or actually, I'm gonna do it like so. No real changes, but I put up one more of those shelves because, yeah. And then I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. I can't see the other side, but I'm hoping they have some closets on the other side too. I don't know, but maybe they do. Sort of like so. Ta-da. And then we need need something in the middle here. And normally I would just put up a wall, but you know, it's not really centered on the tiles, is it? No, it is not. What about a column? No, the columns are too skinny. Ooh, interesting conundrum this is. What can I do? What can I not do? Ooh, okay, what about this bookshelf? I mean, this bookshelf fits right in there. Look at that. It's perfect. And then we just stack two on top of each other, maybe? Please say this is going to work, because nothing else seems to work. I mean, doesn't really work. You can kind of see the lines there, and oh, I need to find something better. This is horrible. Okay, welcome back. I have tried to look around and I can't find anything better. I just can't. Because it either doesn't fit in width or in height or in all the other proportions that you can have. So we're just gonna have this one. I know it doesn't look good, but I tried my best, you know? But okay, let's knickety-knack these closets away, shall we? That seems like fun, doesn't it? I think so. And I'm going to be putting in some shoes and some books maybe and some clothes and some boxes. You know, all the knickety-knacks that you will find in the closet, in a walk-in closet, in this big old mansion. And then I'm not really sure if they had a rug or not in there, but I'm gonna give them one anyways. And maybe, ooh, I kind of want to use a new bathroom rug. And yes, I know they can see the seam, but that's not our biggest problem right now. So, oh, and then they had a little light up there, so I'm gonna give them one of those. And then on this side of the wall, we can't really see it, but I'm gonna give them a hamper and maybe a little picture and a light and even a light switch, people. Oh, I'm so nice today. And then out here in this little hallway shenanigan, you know, I can do whatever I want because we don't really have a picture of that. So I'm just gonna put up a little table right here with some little table knickety-knacks. Oh la la, look at them go. And a big old painting. And yes, I know that I've used this painting in almost every single room right now, but it just fits in. So, you know, we can each deny that. And that indeed was the walk-in closet. Oh my gosh, the picture is going into the boxes. I did not see that. And these boxes are not correct either. Okay, I gotta fix that up, but it is the walk-in closet. Lovely, lovely. And this little room out here. That's kind of cute, kind of cozy. Got a little movement over there. We got a rug. We got a light switch. Beautiful. And now I do believe we are going to move on to the kids' bedroom, which, oh, where can that be? I mean, it could be anywhere. Look at that teeny tiny staircase, by the way. What are we going to do with that? I mean, we have this big old mansion of a house, and the staircase is teeny tiny, and it goes straight into the wall. And that is not good. We need to fix that situation up. But let's start on the kids' bedroom. And I'm going to type in kids' bedroom. Oh, that is beautiful. All right. Doesn't really fit the vibe of the house, but it's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, I love that. Okay. But where is the kids' bedroom going to be, though? I mean, I'm guessing right here, because the kids' bedroom had a window right there, and it is a good size. So yeah, okay. We can have the kids' bedroom right there. Good. So let's see. Here's the whole room. And yes, by the way, I kind of think it's funny that I have all the Adobe apps, you know, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, everything, and I still use Paint. My good old buddy, Paint. But anyways, here's the bedroom. So we got the beds over here. And then on this side, where the door is, that is opposite of the beds, we have a dresser, no window, the door is there. And then right here, we have a little bookshelf of some sort. And it does look like the room goes inwards because the dresser is here. Okay, and then the corner of the room is right there. Oh, all right. So I think that means that we have to take in the room a little bit here. And I'm sorry for the windows, you have to go. And then we will have the teeniest, tiniest hallway ever for the door because the door needs to be there. Oh, sure. You know what? It's gonna be okay. But all right, now for the wallpaper. And the wallpaper, it has a white background with green elements. And it has a little green border on the bottom too. Right. So what can we do for that? I mean, we of course have these ones, but the border is very out about that. It isn't the tiny at all. Oh no. What am I gonna do? Okay, you know what? I have searched through every single wallpaper that we have, that I have. And I think this one is the closest. Is it close at all? Not really. It's the closest that we got. You know, it's kind of a white background with green elements. We have a green border at the bottom. Sure, let's go for that one. And then for the beds. And the beds are kind of old-timey-ish. They got the spiked up bed frame, and it's blue and pink. I mean, we of course have this bed. Do we have any other bed with the spiky things? We have this one, but I want the frame to be like a dark wood, and this one doesn't have that. No. Okay, well then I think it's gonna be this one. Do we have a blue and pink color? I mean, we have a pink one, but not with a dark wood frame. Okay, I think we gotta do that. We gotta compromise here. We gotta get that. I'm so sorry for the pink bed, but there you go. And then we of course need the canopies. So you're gonna get that one, and you're gonna get the blue one. Beautiful. Then you can get this little teddy bear, and you can get that one. And they're also gonna get their own little pillow, just right on the bed. Boom. And then by the end of the bed, they do have their own little suitcases right there. So we're of course gonna put that in for them. You can get that one, and you can get that one. And then in the middle of the bed, we have a green old dresser with a brown top. Oh, do we have that? I mean, we have this one. That kind of matches. I'm gonna put that in. With also the little knickety knacks that goes on top. And then for the rug situation. Oh, no. The rug situation situation. My worst nightmare. Because let's have a little look at the rug. It's kind of white with some flower prints on it. Oh my gosh, can we find that? I mean, my hopes for this rug is kind of sinking. Because I have tried so many carpets right now. What am I going to choose here? Nothing seems to work. So you know what? I'm just going to go for this one from the Cozy Gamers kit. It kind of has that same vibe, doesn't it? Not really, but it does. So there you go. Done with that. And then we can't really see this side of the room, but I'm going to give them a little Kit Kat. Boom. And then on this side of the room, they did have a little windowsill. But we don't have a windowsill, so I have to make my own. Here we go. Like so. Then we need some curtains. What kind of curtains do they have? They have some blinds. Alright, you're going to get these ones. And then they have a tall painting over there. The painting has some birds and it's kind of blue. So same vibe. Not really, but we can pretend. And then for the bookshelf thingy thing. Ooh. I mean, we can go for this one. It's kind of too fancy and modern. But that's the closest we got. And maybe I can put some toys on that. We can get this one and the sheep and this little wolf teddy and that monster thing. Wow. And then on this side of the room, they had a green old door. Okay. I mean, you can get this one. It's kind of green. Perfect. And then they had a green old dresser right there with some little nickety knacks on there. Boopity bam. And then besides that, they did have a little hamper. You can't see it on the picture, but they did have that. So there you go. And then above the dresser, they have 4 pictures with a black frame. Oh, can we get that? Oh, that's gonna be difficult. I mean, you can get these creepy people. You size them down a little bit. Just kind of like so. Every kid wants that in their bedroom, don't they? I believe they do. And then on this side of the room, they have a teeny tiny little wicker chair. So what about this one? That's a teeny tiny wicker chair, if I've ever seen it. And I did see it, so there you go. And then they have a mirror over there, and their mirror is round. But I think this is the closest, because all the round mirrors that we have are not this vibe. And then we can't really see the rest of the room, so I had to improvise people. So we could have a little picture of a butterfly over there, with a wall scone. Oh, and this little toy box that we can get. There we go. And then on this wall, we can have some shelves, all hoity-toity up in there, with some pictures of some babies, and that unicorn thingy-tangity set. Yes. And a little one of those, and a little one of these. Then we can get a lamp right there, because I think you can see that on one of the pictures. Or can you? Yes, you can see a lamp over there. So we are gonna get that one. And then we can have a little teeny tiny violin, and maybe a little bag. Yeah, that we can get. And that was indeed the little kid's bedroom. And I think it's so cute, actually. I love it. I love the vibes in there. Beautiful. The proportions are kind of off, but I did my best, you know. And now I do realize that I blocked up this entire round room. But you know, you have to break a few eggs to make an omelet. So this was the sacrifice, people. The round room was the sacrifice. Holy golly gosh. And what room are we gonna do now? I think we can do a little office nook for them. I think that would be kind of neat to have in here. Alrighty, I'm just gonna search up office ideas, because otherwise, who knows what we're gonna get. And please let it be good. Oh, we got some different offices. What do I do then? Maybe I can just use a random number generator, and whatever number we get, we have to do. Maybe that's a good idea. Well, alrighty, I'm in my little random number generator, and I think it was 8 pictures. I'm so sorry if it wasn't, but I counted them, and I think it was 8. Alright, so let's generate 1, 2, 3. Yay! Woo! Number 2. Okay, what was number 2 again? Oh, it was that one. Okay, that's lovely. Is that the finished flag? Who knows? And by the freaking way, where is the office gonna be? Maybe the office can be right here, because then we can finally use that funky old round room, and then we can have the desk corner in here with a window. I mean, yeah, that works for me. I mean, look at this weird shape of a room. It just had to be. It had to be. But alright, let's begin with the desk. So the desk area, it's kind of like a shelf desk. It doesn't really have any legs. So what if, you know, we take the shelf, I've sized it up a little bit, and we just squeeze it on there in that corner, and another one actually just like that. And ooh, okay, for the legs, end of the legs of the table, I think we just gotta take the shelf and then pop on tool mod and then rotate it around 90 degrees and size it up a little bit, just sort of like so. That's beautiful. I did it. Alright, let's get in the chair, and we can get this chair with a pillow on there. And then on the desk, they have some books over there with also a reading book and a plant in that corner. And they do have 2 pictures on the wall, and one of them kind of looks like the finished flag, but I think they just have to get these ones. Yes, I do think so. And then by the side there, they have that little dresser thingy-thangity nighttime table. So I think I'm just gonna plop on these 2 like so. And they have some books on there, so I'm gonna plop that down too with a nice old lamp on there. And it looks like they have some blinds on the window, some kind of bluish grayish blinds. I'm gonna get that. And then we can't really see anything else in this room, and we have lots of space to fill in, so we gotta use our imagination. And my imagination takes me to this lamp. Gonna plop it down there, and maybe some more books and a little basket just to fill in the space. And then on this side we can have a little plant, a big old plant, and you guessed it, this painting again. Wow, they love that painting, these people. I mean, it's everywhere. But alright, now for this circle room, and I do kind of want a fancy old sitting place in this place. Sitting place in this place. Yeah, that was a perfect sentence. But anyways, do we have some round couches? I mean, we have these ones, but those are octagon shaped. What can we do? Oh, that's right. We have these ones. Oh, that's perfect. Hold on, wait a minute. If I go like so and like so. Oh, okay. Oh no, the circle is too big for this couch. Can we go like so then? And then like a circle. No, that's gonna be weird. Oh no, what am I gonna do then? What if, oh, that's a nice blue color by the way. But what what if I have one couch there and one couch there? Then we have a little broken up circle. That's kind of a vibe, question mark. I don't know, but in the middle here, we can have these tables, yeah, with some, I don't know, salt lamps. And then we can cozy it up with some pillows on every single couch. They're gonna get a pillow. I mean, yeah, that's a cozy little moment, isn't it? And we can make it even more cozier with a rug. A circle rug. Oh, and there's some curtains. What curtains though? I mean, we can go for these ones. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Okay, yeah. I'm excited. And you know what? It indeed was very cozy. I like it. Boom shabalam. There's a little room. I want that in my house. I don't have a circle room, but now I want one. But alright, now for this corner of the room, what can we do? I mean, we can maybe put up another desk because you can't really use that desk for anything. So this is the emergency desk. But we can have the same chair and a computer. Ooh, these plants are kind of funky. And that little candle too. Okay. And maybe a little stool over there for whatever reason. We're gonna have that. And a big old linen carpet with maybe a hanging lamp over there. Oh, and the curtains, they need to go up as well. Come on, stick on. Oh my gosh, not today. No. Stick on. There we go. Oh, and then maybe on this wall, we can have these bookcases and then just stack them on top of each other to make a little funky shape, you know? And then we can have like a plant and that little book thing, maybe a little picture frame with a picture in it. Oh, and a tiny old radio with another plant in the corner. Oh, and maybe we can even have another painting over there. Beautiful. And you know what? That was the office people. Boom shabalam. It's kind of off. I was gonna say it's kind of awful. No, it's kind of cute. It's kind of comfy, cozy vibes. Got some linen stuff. It's kind of modern, kind of neat, kind of nice. I like it for what it is. It could have some more knickety knacks, but I can fill up this whole house with knickety knacks, okay? Stacked on top of each other. Because it's already kind of starting to lag because it is a 64 by 64 lot and they are kind of laggy. So the knickety knacks has to be of a medium capacity in this build, okay? But it's kind of cute. I kind of like it. Right on. And it also looks like the picture. I'm happy. Yeah. And that was indeed all the rooms that we had time for in this part. Yes, I have decided that this is going to be a two-parter series, maybe even three, because this is a massive house. Look at this place. And we have lots of space to fill in. And sadly, I do not have more time this week to film more because I also, I'm a student. And I also do not want this video to be 3 hours long. So we're gonna stop it right there and we're gonna continue on next time with this whole shenanigan thing. Alright, it has been a lovely experience. Truly harrowing. But alright, let's have a little house tour of what we have done so far. That's gonna be lovely. So alrighty, right. Here's the front of the house. And oh my gosh, this place. Look at it. Look at the exterior, the front of the house. I've used so much time on this. We got so many plants. We got this whole big old thing in the front yard. I have no words. This is just ridiculous. It's a Mahuza mansion. I kind of like the window, so it has that majestic vibe to it. And then if we skid out over here, we have the back of the house. Oh me, oh my. Look at all the ridiculousness back here with all the plants, the platforms, the pergola, the staircase. Balo. We got the pool over there. We got another ridiculous staircase over here with the platforms and the grass and the bushes. We got so many frickety windows, and one of my windows are crooked. Oh no. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Don't you worry. Then we have the staircase that leads up to here with more bushing and the trees and the little forest and the garage that kind of ruined things, but we needed to put that in. But okay, let's walk on inside. And what shall we find, people? Oh, we shall find our good old entryway with that little situation over there and the other little situation over here with a teeny tiny little staircase for this massive mansion. And then if we walk in here, ooh, we got the living room. Now that's kind of a cute moment. I kind of like that. A little record player over there and everything. And then if we skedaddle into here, we got our very empty hallway with that scary old thing and the neon lights. Oh, but if we go in here, we are met with this beautiful kitchen. And oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you, I put up the radiators because in the picture, there were radiators that was going all the way up to high heaven. So I had to do that too. There you go. And we got the fridge over there and that little dining nook over here with the cat/dog bowls. Beautiful. Majestic even. And then I need to find the other rooms. Where are thou? Hello? Oh, that's right. Okay. I'm getting lost. In here, we have one of the bathrooms with a shower tub, with a shower and a tub, and the sink with no mirror. What a lovely moment that was. And then if we go in here, this is so scary. Oh, we got the office, the beautiful bookshelves and everything, and then the other side of the office, and boom, shamalam, the round room. That is kind of cozy, I like that. And then if we walk up to the second floor, oh my gosh, I mean the wall, we are met with this little, whatever it was, little shenanigan moment. And then we got the primary bedroom with the spindly spandly light, and the cute little sitting moment over there, and wow. And then if we go in here, oh whoa, I am ending up in the wall, gee below. We have a bathroom, an ensuite bathroom, kind of modern, kind of empty, but it is here. And then if we go in here, the horse door, we are met with a walk-in closet, whoa, fresh and modern, all around, very neat and tidy, and this modern window, bam. And then for the last room, can I find the last room? Oh my gosh, it's so empty in here. I think it was right here. Yes, we have the kids' bedroom, and the kids' bedroom is huge. I mean, come on, it is freaking adorable. I love it so much. I mean, it's kind of weird that the kids' bedroom is this style. The rest of the house is not this style, but love it. I think it's so cute. I'm happy with this room. Shabaloom. And I think that was all the rooms that we did. Let's see. We have no third floor. That's right. Second floor, first floor, and the basement. That is very sad moment, isn't it? Oh my gosh. I am still astounded by the backyard. That is way too much for me. Even for me, people. Like, but okay, that is it. And this is indeed the outro. Welcome. If for some reason you want to download this build, you can actually. I will post this build right now, but I will post it unfurnished, okay? And then next time I will post the whole build but completely furnished, all right? Just in case you want this house but not anything on the inside, you know? I get that because the inside is a mess. But if you want the shell of the house with the whole shenanigans on the outside, I will do that for you. And it's up right now in my gallery, and my gallery ID is JustNoraGaming. But don't forget to like, subscribe, because it really does help me out. So thank you. But only if you want to. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.